There are a lot of misconceptions that people have when they hear the name Ayurveda. For example, one thing is, when we hear Ayurveda, we feel that it is the last option to go to. There is a general trend, there is a general belief among people that if I have a problem and I try everything else and nothing is working, and then I go to Ayurveda. My question to you is, if Ayurveda is so powerful that it can take care of health problems which cannot be taken care of by any other system, should it not be the first option in case of health and wellness? Why should we go to another system and then fail and then come to Ayurveda to get cured? Why not take it as the first option? The second is that Ayurveda takes a long time to heal. Is this true? No, this is not true. Again, it is due to the same reason. The earlier we start with Ayurveda, the faster it will heal. But if the body has already progressed, the disease condition has progressed and come to a more severe condition, naturally we can expect that any system of medicine, by any system of medicine, it will take a longer time for that disease to heal. The third is Ayurveda against modern medicine? Absolutely not. Modern medicine has a different approach and Ayurveda has a different approach. In fact, both of them can complement each other very well. I have had many patients asking me, is it possible to simultaneously take Ayurvedic treatments while I am on allopathic treatments? And the answer is an absolute yes. There is no harm at all in supplementing your allopathic medicines with Ayurvedic medicines, because both of them act in different ways and they will enhance each other, help each other to bring you a more holistic feeling of health and well-being. The next is that, is Ayurveda practical? Do we put too many restrictions? This is what sometimes people think, that Ayurveda has too many restrictions and it is not possible for me to follow. Now, if we want a system which will not put any restriction upon us or which will not tell us to avoid the thing that is actually causing our disease, that is not a very right thing. Naturally, there will be some things which causing these illnesses or will aggravate our health condition, and those things need to be restricted. These are not actually restrictions, these are actually regulative principles of freedom which actually free us from this suffering and illness. We need to understand that. And the next point is that Ayurveda is very expensive. Is it expensive? It becomes expensive only when we allow the disease to progress to a very advanced stage. And that is exactly what we are trying to do here, to reduce the expense of Ayurveda by bringing in the preventive aspect of healing. In fact, the preventive methods of Ayurveda are so simple, so inexpensive, so practical. And also, in addition to that, there is a whole array, a whole list of home remedies which are there in Ayurveda. In fact, the science of Ayurveda begins in our own kitchen. All the herbs like turmeric and ginger and cumin and mustard and all these different herbs which are present in our kitchen, if we learn how to use them effectively, we can actually prevent advanced diseases at a very early stage. So that becomes very, very inexpensive. So the preventive aspect of Ayurveda is not expensive at all. It's only when we allow it to progress to a very advanced stage and we need elaborate treatments and different kind of medicinal herbs and oils and all that kind of things, when it actually becomes a little more expensive. And is that not true with modern medicine as well? If I need to go in for a heart surgery, if I need to go in for a knee replacement, that's also very expensive. So that is because the stage of the disease has gone beyond the simple initial stage to a more complicated stage. And the last point about Ayurveda, about the myths of Ayurveda, is that Ayurveda is very complicated and difficult to understand. My dear friend, let me tell you that there is nothing more simple and easy and natural as Ayurveda. It's not about the Sanskrit words or the Sanskrit jargons. It's all about understanding the simple concepts. like what is hot, what is cold, what is wet, what is dry, what is heavy, what is light. Understanding these simple things and being able to make our choices to balance those things in our life. That is the simplest way by which we can ever think of achieving complete optimal health and wellness in our life.